All right, everybody, welcome back to the Millennial Sales Podcast. This is episode 218. Happy Monday to you. I want to start off this episode with just a quick shout out to my sister, Emily Lamo, for getting engaged earlier this weekend. I want to give her a quick shout out to her. She's a loyal fan of the podcast and a sister and one of my best friends. So give her a shout out if you know her. Let's get into today's episode. We got a book reading here, so no interview today. We can get back into the greatest salesman in the world. We'll get to that in a minute. First, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. First of all, gong.io. What can I say? I love it so much that I went to work there. It is irresponsible for a VP of sales, for a CRO, for a CEO to run a business and not use Gong, the #1 revenue intelligence platform. It helps you coach your reps. It helps you to guide your forecasting. It helps you to close deals that are on the fence that could be huge swing deals for you in any given month or quarter. It's the only way to make sure that you are maximizing your revenue and not leaving anything on the table. So if you want to learn more, just you go to gong.io or hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm Tom Alamo on LinkedIn, and I can point you in the right direction. Our other sponsor is postal.io. In a world where everyone's trying to just get out mass emails in bulk and there's a ton of spam, Postal's helping you really personalize your engagement through delivery with your customers or with your prospects or with your partners. And so instead of trying to mass blast that, you can get really personal, whether it's the brewery across town, whether it's the florist on your corner, to really try to make that personal connection with the people that you're trying to engage with. We've got a cool deal with them. If you go to Apple right now and you leave a 5-star review for this podcast, and then you just send that to me on LinkedIn, you will get a free Starbucks gift card. And so it'll take you 42 seconds to go to Apple, 5 stars, write something nice, send it to me, and then you're going to get a free coffee or tea or scone or whatever it is that you like to do. Saw someone on the plane last weekend with like a dragon fruit punch smoothie thing from there. So if that's your jam, no hate from me. You can get after it and do whatever you want. So please shout out to the sponsors. Please support them. That's how you support me. And you can always hit me up on LinkedIn, Tom Alamo. I'm Tommy Tahoe on every other social platform. Okay, deep breath. Let's get into, you might have seen last month, we did an episode on habits. Talked about this book, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. I call it The Alchemist for sales. The Alchemist is a book that a lot of people have probably read that also listen to this podcast from Paulo Coelho. It's like that for sales. It's, there's essentially, it's a story of a camel boy in, hundreds and hundreds of years ago that dreams of being a wealthy, rich, powerful salesman. And the greatest salesman in the world is who he meets. And that man is about to pass away, and he gives him these 10 scrolls that helped him become, so great and powerful and skilled. And so the point is that you read each of these scrolls for 30 days, one at a time. And that's what we're doing, March through December. I'm going and I'm reading them every single day. And then I'm going to share each of these scrolls and a few thoughts each month. So right now we're on scroll number 2. I'm going to read from the book here and give some commentary, and we'll just get into this and see where it goes. So let's go to the book here. The scroll mark 2. I will greet this day with love in my heart, for this is the greatest secret of success in all ventures. Muscle can split a shield and even destroy life, but only the unseen power of love can open the hearts of men. And until I master this art, I will remain no more than a peddler in the marketplace. I will make love my greatest weapon, and none on whom I call can defend against its force. So Og's coming in hot here, talking about love on the second scroll. Not something that in this world of business and in this world of sales that we talk about a lot, but let's just let him go on. Back to the book. My reasoning they may counter, my speech they may distrust, my apparel they may disapprove, My face they may reject, and even my bargains may cause them suspicion, yet my love will melt all hearts, likened to the sun whose rays soften the coldest clay. I will greet this day with love in my heart. And how will I do this? Henceforth, I will look on all things with love, and I will be born again. This is where it gets good. I will love the sun, for it warms my bones, yet I will love the rain, for it cleanses my spirit. I will love the light, for it shows me the way, yet I will love the darkness, for it shows me the stars. I will welcome happiness, for it enlarges my heart, yet I will endure sadness, for it opens my soul. I will acknowledge rewards, for they are my due, yet I will welcome obstacles, for they are my challenge. Take a quick break there. That's where we're getting to the meat of what Og has to say here. And a lot of people that might listen to this might do something like a gratitude journal or have some sort of a gratitude practice, help put things in perspective. You might be religious or spiritual, where you're kind of learning to accept reality and be grateful and kind of keep perspective for things, right? That's why it's great to spend time with people of that don't have all of the blessings that we do, and maybe they're unfortunate and are poor, or they come from a tougher background, or might have disabilities or whatever it might be, to help kind of put things in perspective. And there's great in every single day. There's greatness to be had, right? And so that's why I love when he says that, something like, I'll love the light, for it shows me the way, yet I'll love the darkness, for it shows me the stars. How often do we come across, and it's easy to celebrate the big wins, the deals that you're closing, the meetings you're setting up, the promotion, the money, the this, the that. But just as frequently, it's the things that we don't get that help us on our path. It's the deals we lose. It's the times that you get reamed out by your boss. It's the promotions that you didn't get that help maybe either push you to work harder, or maybe even show you a new path that you need to go down. Let's go back to the book. And how will I speak? I will laud mine enemies, and they will become friends. I will encourage my friends, and they will become brothers. Always will I dig for reasons to applaud. Never will I scratch for excuses to gossip. When I'm tempted to criticize, I will bite on my tongue. When I'm moved to praise, I will shout from the roofs. So that's just, it's a classic leadership lesson, right? If you want to praise loudly, and you want to, give criticism or coaching in private, you want to love your enemies, and you want to turn your friends into brothers and sisters. I mean, that's as simple as it gets. Back to the book. Is it not so that birds, the wind, the sea, and all nature speaks with the music of praise for their creator? Can I not speak with the same music to his children? Henceforth will I remember this secret, and it will change my life. And how will I act? I will love all manners of men, for each has qualities to be admired, even though they be hidden. With love, I will tear down the wall of suspicion and hate which they have built around their hearts, and in its place will I build bridges, so that my love may enter their souls. Let's get back into some good stuff here. I will love the ambitious, for they can inspire me. I will love the failures, for they can teach me. I will love the kings, for they are human. I will love the meek, for they are divine. I will love the rich, for they are lonely. I will love the poor, for they are many. I will love the young for the faith they hold. I will love the old for the wisdom they share. I'll love the beautiful for their eyes of sadness. I'll love the ugly for their souls of peace. And so again, this kind of gets into, there's great things about being young. There's great things about being old. And there's also downsides to each of them, right? And what he's doing is just saying point blank, there's a reason to, be kind to everyone. There's something you can learn from everyone. Let's keep going into it. But how will I react to the actions of others? With love, for just as love is my weapon to open the hearts of men, love is also my shield to repulse the arrows of hate and the spears of anger. Adversity and discouragement will beat against my new shield and become as the softest of rains. My shield will protect me in the marketplace and sustain me when I am alone. It will uplift me in moments of despair, yet it will calm me in time of exaltation. It will become stronger and more protective with use, until one day I will cast it aside and walk unencumbered among all manners of men. And when I do, my name will be raised high on the pyramid of life. And how will I confront those who I meet? In one way, in silence, and to myself, I will address them and say, I love you. Though spoken in silence, these words will shine in my eyes, unwrinkle my brow, bring a smile to my lips, and echo in my voice, and his heart will be opened. And who is there who will say nay to my goods when his heart feels my love? This is an interesting thing to actually try in the real world. You got someone that kind of pisses you off. We all have that if it's a customer or a boss or whatnot. And you just kind of think to yourself and you're looking at them and you say, in your head, don't say it out loud, unless you want to, that, I love this person. And you try to see the good side of them. And even just saying that in your head just changes the way that you view them. And if you're changing the way you view them, your ego kind of takes a step aside, and whatever your differences might be, if it's philosophical or something in the past or your beliefs, kind of put that aside and you see them as another person. And again, that helps you if you're trying to influence someone, right? I mean, if you're trying to become friends with them, that's great. If you're trying to work with them and sell to them, or they're your boss or someone else at the company that you have to work with, it's a tactic to get through. Everyone's got those people that can piss them off. All right, we got one more page here. Let's get through this thing. And most of all, I will love myself. For when I do, I will zealously inspect all things which enter my body, my mind, my soul, and my heart. Never will I overindulge the requests of my flesh. Rather, I will cherish my body with cleanliness and moderation. Never will I allow my mind to be attracted to evil and despair. Rather, I will uplift it with the knowledge and wisdom of the ages. Never will I allow my soul to be complacent and satisfied. Rather, I will feed it with meditation and prayer. Never will I allow my heart to become small and bitter. Rather, I will share it, and it will grow and warm the earth. We'll close this out here. Henceforth will I love all mankind. From this moment, all hate is let from my veins, for I have not time to hate, only time to love. With love, I will increase my sales 100-fold and become a great salesman. If I have no other qualities, I can succeed with love alone. Without it, I will fail, though I possess all the knowledge and skills of the world. I will greet this day with love, and I will succeed. And that's it. That's the second scroll. And that last piece, most of all, I will love myself. And he talks about not overindulging the requests of your flesh, right? Not grinding yourself to a fine powder with how hard you're working, which is an issue for me sometimes. Not allowing your mind to be attracted to, evil or despair, right? So not letting yourself get too down in the dumps, not letting yourself get, tempted with the millions of vices that are out there. Whether it's, drugs or alcohol or whatever it might be, that's your kind of vice of choice. Not letting your soul be complacent, continuing to meditate, continuing to pray, whatever it is that you like to do and that works for you. Treating your body well, treating your mind well, reading books, exercising, sleeping, water. We all know what they are. You're not going to hear anything new from me on that. But I mean, this book was written a long, long time ago, and it's fundamentals and these foundations and principles have helped people throughout time. And the more you read and the more you open yourself up to new ideas, the more it actually comes back to the same fundamentals. And so that's the challenge that I've been going through for this month, is, trying to welcome every day with love in my heart. And Og says that if that's all we got, we could still be very successful. And if we have everything else without the love, then you're going to fail in the end. So I love this book. I hope you guys appreciated that little reading. Hope you learned something from it. We're going to wrap it up there. We got our regularly scheduled long form interview coming in a few days on Wednesday. What other notes do I got? Support our sponsors, Gong, Postal. Hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm Tom Alamo. I'm Tommy Tahoe on every other social media platform. Apple Podcast, subscribe, leave a review. That's what helps this show grow and get better guests and better content. And You can always hit me up on LinkedIn. That's probably the best way to reach me, Tom Alemo. Otherwise, I appreciate you. Let's get after it this week. I'll talk to you in a few days, and pick up this book if you haven't done so yet. Peace.